Welcome back. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever you happen to be. This is our Eco Solo playthrough. No mods. Episode of update 11. Has been out quite a while. Because they're working on 12. They just haven't brought it off of the beta tests. In this episode, we're just going to start collecting things in order to make module or research pages so we can get modules going for all our tables in order to start saving resources. Not that we really need to, but I'm going to anyway, just so you see the difference in what you do when you have them. I did dig out another row of this because I eventually want to put this ramp in and dig through this dirt so that we can get up to the surface from here and then start working our way this way so we can try to find copper down over here. We're going to also probably at some point dig this way a little bit so that we can make an offshoot that comes up through this and comes up to the ground and leads us into this area so that we can take carts through in order to get all these trees, which means we'll have to terraform all this dirt to level it out all over to this area, to that height. The road that we have come up out of here will come across and it'll come down and cross over this river to this, and it'll probably come, let's see if we have it here, it's going to put it real close to here, and we were going to have this branch straight across, so we'll probably have something come down here to where it tees. It's not the same height. It's a couple of levels higher, so we'd have to go up in order to get to this. But we were also going to do that off of over here. Once we bring that road up, we were going to come across and take out the excess dirt here, this excess dirt here, and level some more of this area out. We're going to have to start thinking about where our farm plants are going to go, so we can start laying in a very soon episode, start setting up farming. But let's go. I'm getting tired of jumping up and down through that little hole. That's the reason why I want to dig and put the ramps in, so that we have another way to go and we can get rid of this right here. So, other than these engineering pages that we were making for glasswork, we had the pages for everything else for glasswork. These were just specifically for glasswork. Now, the other ones that we can do right now, if we do fertilizer book, we can get the soil sampler, and then we can see how far along some of these trees and plants are and other aspects. So this one we might think about doing, which means we need 3 agricultural large or advanced, and we'd have the basics covered with the basic geologies. So that one we have a very good chance of doing. We just need to get 3 advanced agricultures. The other 2 books that we currently do not have researched are cooking and baking. We could research them, and the only thing that we're missing is the 10 basic culinary for each, which we could easily do by doing culinary basic fish, and we need 10 for each, so we're going to have to do 20 of these. Storage. No take from. So we're going to need a total 400, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, 10 pages for each book. So yeah, we're gonna need 20. I mean, we could do this with dried meat, but we're not doing drying the meat. We're drying the fish because it's so easy for us. So let's put this up. We'll have to bring over fish, and then we'll have those 2 books done. We need to go get our hull planks for our engineering so that the water wheels can be made. Damn, I keep forgetting. I need to take this off. So you haven't been seeing any of what I had for the last 5 minutes. So basically, like I said, for these, this is for our Glassworks book. The other one we need to look at is milling before we get to baking. So we'd have to look at getting these. So again, another 5 culinary basics and 5 gathering basics, which are all relatively easy. Wait, so we're going to need 5 more culinary basics. Let's do another 5 fish. So that means we need 500 dried fish. And also for milling, we're going to need 5 gathering basics. Pulling the breed fire. We just need the raw food. So again, another reason why we need to go do farming. We're going to need to do agriculture, advanced agriculture 3. We got what? Dendrology 5. Dendrology basic 5. I think that's the only thing we need. Yeah, so we need 5 dendrology basics. Oh, we can't do it until we start making some of this other stuff. Alright, so to get this started, let's go get our hull planks so we can get our water wheels. And to do that, we need to go that way to the shipyard, and since we are going to have a lot of hull planks to carry, let's grab a cart. This one is empty, so let's grab this cart, take our road. Then I want to expand this. Need to do something with our crushed silica or granite and sandstone because there's a blockage and the arrestas are not working. So So if we put this here, can we reach the stockpile? No, we cannot. So let's stick the, we're gonna have to make 5 trips. Actually, no we don't. We can do it from here. There we go. While we're here, let's do this, and we'll pull these crabs and throw them here. And we can come over to this while we're here and do clean crab. Do 10. Queue it. From here, we're waiting on fish, so that's gonna only need 2. Okay, the clean crab. It's going to get us 1. Alright, so let's go ahead and do another 10. Problem is we don't have a alright, let's take these back to base. Bring this up here, and then we drop these in with the wood. And I'll start making our water wheels. Sand-wise, storage, sand. Alright, so we have that from there that we can take. That's over here. So let's grab this, throw it down here, grab our granite, throw it down here, take the sand, go ahead and throw it down here. Opens up a lot of room in that stockpile. Let's grab this. And we're going to move it to here. Throw that in there so they'll start using it up for the culinaries. We're short on wood for the dendrology pages that we haven't queued up. Pottery, we put the work in here to do these. And this is going to go to here. What do we got? About 16,000, and we're going to get how much from each brick? So basically, we need to make 200. We got 80 bricks, so let's go ahead and make the 80 bricks. And part of that XP, that 16,000 XP that we need, is going to come from making those pots. So next is try to decide what's next. Oh, we need to figure out. Oh, we'll get dirt. We'll get dirt for the agricultural pages. So we're making that. So we need to go over to the fishing hut and change that, or cut some more fish that are appearing in the traps, dry them. Here we need, and that's the rest of that. Raw food, we need to decide what we want for our dendrology pages. So we'll see what all we have extra. And here it's more food and seeds. So seeds wise, do we have anything that we want to get rid of? Not overly. Well, we do have 60 belay spores we can get rid of. It's not like we can't find more belays. There's plenty of belay mushrooms, and then especially for any other mushroom. So there's that. That gets us, that's 60, and I think that's what we needed, right? For agriculturals? Yeah, we needed 60 in total. So we need 120 food for here. And then for this one, we need another 90. No, 150. So 150 plus 120, we need 270 food that we could throw into that chest. So what do, I mean, we got plenty of, we could throw 270 mushrooms. We also have 270 tomatoes, extra corn. Don't really want to do the corn. So let's do we do 150 tomatoes. Let's throw them in the cart up here. And then we will do, need 100. We're not doing the beans right now, so we could do something with these. Yeah, let's do the 120 in the beans. So if we come over here and we find those, and we need to put them, can we reach those from here? Yep, there they are. So we'll do that. So now really the only thing left for here is the dirt for the agricultural pages and more dried fish. So we'll come over here to our table. Waiting on crabs here. Might make some more crab pots at some point and go throw them over there by that other, by the shipwright. But we're figuring things out. So we need 25 more fish, and we have, let's see, that's 9, 13. Where's the other one? Oh, there's none in that trap. 13, 20, 28. And we need 25 room for that. But we are going to go ahead and queue up another 50 after that. Let's go ahead and eat a few dried fish, so we can put the rest of the work in. That's going to get just 2 per, so that's another 100. So we have 60 on that one, 30 on that one, 30 on that one. So if we got 100 divided by 3, that'd be 33. So if we did 40, 40, and 20, it'd be close enough. So if we queued up another 40 on this one, queued up 40 on this one, and we queued up another 20 on this one. Those should all be set. So what we're going to do next, let's go find our dirt. We got plenty of dirt, that's not a problem. And is this cart empty now? Yes, it is. So let's go this way. Alright, and our agricultural pages. Are going to take 5 dirt each, and we have 3 of them, so we need 15 dirt within reach. So we got this one, so we need to stick and dig this one so we can stand up. We might as well go ahead and dig our, or get to where we're going to put our ramps. This one, so this, we need to break this and then dig up this crushed rock. It's 4 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got some clay that we'll dig up and replace it with dirt. Come on. Placement blocked by those, probably. Great. So now we've moved those rocks. Yep, that was what it was. Okay, let's go ahead and get this crushed rock. And this crushed rock. And 1, 2, 3, 4 to this dirt. Roots are too strong from that tree. Alright, grab this, bring it this way. This clay can go here along with this clay. This gets to go here. This gets to go all the way down here. We need a little more dirt. Well, we have dirt, plenty of it, down this direction. There's our 15 dirt. So move that over here next to this, and the dirt can be pulled up, which it already has. We've already moved 3 up. Let's find our... Where's our roads? Where's our roads? Where's our roads? Got roads somewhere. Can we not reach them from anywhere here, or are they underneath the house? I think they're underneath the house, which means we gotta come down here. There they are. Let's go line and go here. We'll have to do some more digging there so that we can walk up there. Give me another 20. Because we're going to hit our heads. See? Hit our heads. It's not tall enough. We got to go one more tile higher. Hungry, hungry, hungry. Food, 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 food. Where's the food? Where's the food? Where's the food? Where's the food? Oh, it's not close enough to that one. Okay. Oh. City crap. Wondering how we're gonna get the food down here. Easy. We'll just open, or not open that. We'll open the dresser. What was that, 12? So we'll read 10 and 2. Go back to basics. Go. Now we just have to dig out the clay that's over our head as we go up so we can go up the ramp. But oh, we can take this one. Let's pull this truck. This is why we made extra carts. Yeah, that's exactly what we wanted. Sure. Can we high enough till we get to here? They got a couple more dirt and we'll be able to go straight up this ramp with no problem. So now we can run up this ramp and we're outside. Yeah, it's that tree. We're gonna probably just go ahead and cut this down. I know it's just in the way, that's why. Oh no, this little twig. Alright. Grab the cart. Bring it up. What the hell's that? We can't touch it right now, but it's one of the little glitches that happens every so often. So if we do that and we dig up this dirt, or dig up this, and put this down. I'd have to log out and log back in for that to be able to be picked up. Another tree. Yeah, that tiny little thing is 5 wood. So we got 33 wood out of that thing. Oh, there we go. We got 29 out of the fur. So we'll end up digging up these 3. Go ahead and throw them right down here. We'll fill that in with road. No! Damn it, that's not what I wanted. There. Really? Fall down. Alright. Give me 1 second. I gotta figure out that damn command again. I know there was a command that you could use to right side up a cart. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's nothing that's really... All it does is it gets the cart from being stuck and it puts it back where you want it. Kind of like unstuck for you. You can jump, you know, it'll teleport you to the surface. Just somewhere that you can't get out of. Free car. That's what it was. So you have to target it like this. Then in chat, you type free car. Now, of course, it just went and set it to where... Really? You couldn't do that better. And that's what happens when you try to do it in a small area. If I had built this wider, it wouldn't have been a problem. Alright, so give me the clay. I'll take the clay down. I'll empty the damn cart. Throw this clay over here. You got dirt. Throw that dirt over here. That is why I like doing my roads 5 wide. I don't have to deal with that problem. Those are 8 pots. So now we can take our flower pot. We can put one right there. Come into the bedroom, put one here. We'll have one down here somewhere when we get to it. We'll just stick it over here for now. We'll have one in this room that we'll just stick right now, and then we'll go put the other 4 upstairs. Since we can't get to this up here from down there. So now this one goes right there, this one goes right there. This one's going to go in here. It's not going to give us any points right now, but gets us just a little bit more pointage, because now for the main bedroom gave us 1.5 in decoration support, which is a max of 20%, and the full bedroom is what, of 9.5, so it's not quite 20%. He's sitting at a little bit more than, what, 1.9 is what we would cap at. Fishery finished the first one. We got 3.5 minutes, or about 3.5 minutes on our windmills to finish, and then we'll have everything for engineering pages. So they're about done. All right, we have room in order to put this. How many do we need? This was for milling. We needed 5. So we don't have the dirt handy from there. We have to be able to reach here. That's waiting on dried fish. That's waiting on dried fish. Okay, we didn't put any of that dried fish within reach, did we? Oh, this... No, it could. Why? Yeah, it did make... It made 10 of them, so yeah, it did the first 10. 200. So we just still need our 300 left for these. That's now got its dirt, so that those will start making. So let's go see how much fish we got over here. Storage. Here's another 100. Let's move it over there. Storage, we go find our... Can't reach from any of those tables. Take care of the research pages for the rest of the books that we can make right now that we really want. I'm not worried about paper milling, and I'm not worried about painting. But every other page, we need to find some place to stick those, so that means we need to make another storage chest. Can get 10 of these. End up taking this storage chest, probably run downstairs and move the books down there. Where are we sitting on food? Do we need to queue up more food? 7 each? Yep. So, let's start with 30 agave, 30 camas, 30 corn, 30 mushroom, and then 30 tomatoes. What that leaves is the roast and salad. These root fire salad and the charred roast. Or campfire roast. Okay, our storage chest. Let's grab our storage chest and go place it down and move the books. So we can move all the pages. Up. Move those up here, move these up here, move these up here. Alright, what's it currently working on? This is waiting on the 2 windmills that are being made. This is waiting on dried fish. That's working on dried fish. But it's actually working on one of those. That is waiting just to be run, so as soon as that one gets done, that'll get done, and then these 5 will get done. Unless the windmills happen to come out first. What's the windmill waiting on? Oh, it's waiting on cloth. Where is our cloth? I had it set to make... Oh, it's still making... It's really, really slow doing one at a time. When it's a minute per cycle. This is why we need the modules, to cut down our craft time. It's taking up way too long. So after we get these books crafted, we are going to look at getting pages for this, 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 and maybe this one. Work our way all the way up to the top. Because once you get this one, you take this and make specific ones if you have reached level 7 in the skill. So for what we have 7s in, I believe mining is one of them. So we'd be able to do the basic mining and stick this in the rocker boxes and the arastas and cut the labor costs in half. Well, cost not only that, but cut the craft time in half, I should say. we're already cutting calories in half by our level 7 mining. But that would cut the craft time of all the rastas crushing and the rockers turning it into concentrate or sand by half. It would cut down the amount of material we'd need to make sand or concentrate. So we'd get more concentrate out of the same crushed material. We have logging at level 7, so we'd be able to make this one. And it would go... We could put this in one of these carpentry tables, and it would cut down the amount of wood we need to make boards and hewn logs, dowel rods, basically anything that we use logging for. The other one that let's see, basic engineering is currently 6, so we'd have to get it up to 7. So we'd have to finish out our basic engineering. We could do that once these windmills get done. We get more by doing more windmills and that for the one module level. But we're also going to be making more. We can make more roads in order to finish it off. Blacksmithing, we're nowhere near. Butchery, we're at 5, so we'd have to do a lot more hunting in order to get that. Campfire cooking, we are currently level 5, so we'd have to do a lot more campfire cooking. Gathering, we're at 6, and I'm not sure. Oh, that would be for the scritching table. And we just got another profession star. Hunting would work in the fish, might go in the fishery. It's crafted at the fishery, so it probably goes in the fishery. Then, of course, masonry, we have level 7, so this could go into the masonry table. And make it so any mortar we make takes less sand. Any mortared stone takes less stone, and whatever else, whatever the materials are. Our wooden molds would take a lot less nails and boards. So there are reasons to do these modules, so you end up using a lot less material. Then, of course, shipwright we're not close to yet. We'd have to really do some more. Smelting we're not even close to yet. We're only at 2. Tailoring, we're at 4. But, that's why, even if we get up to a 4 in here, that's still 45 and 45% off of the resource cost and the craft time. So we get a lot more stuff. You get basically twice the output for the same amount of material. If you can get up to 4. I usually went level 1s when I could, when there was the old bit before you need all these research pages to do it. I would do level 1s until somebody could make level 3s with the engineering. And then once that happened, I would make 3s, because you could get going from here to here instantaneously is going from, single craft, single craft, single craft. This one you're using the same material to do 2 crafts, and you're getting basically a free one. This gives you basically 90% of the cost that you need. This gives you 40%, or turns it to 60%. So a 60 and a 60, or 3 160, or 360s is 180, which would be 2 crafts off of this. So, I mean, it may be hard to understand what I'm saying, but you'd understand when you start seeing it on how much less material costs are. So this is now stopped, except for it's waiting on the last there, and it's waiting on the. This is waiting on the yarn to come off the table, off of here, or it's waiting for the flax stems to come off of there. Flax fibers, so it can make the linen, and this is waiting on the linen so it can make the cloth. So it's just it's all being held up by this. Did we finish one? Yes, we did. So let's queue up our roast of 30. Let's run over there, grab any dried fish we have over there. Could have brought a fish over. I didn't think about that. Alright, so we grab this. We grab these as well. 17. Do we have... How many do we need to make a crab pot? We need 30. Alright. Since this doesn't have to be indoors. We can make another crab pot. Where is our... There it is. That ain't picking it up from there, so let's move this up to upriver. Now hopefully that'll pick up some fish, and we can just pick the fish up and carry it over here and have it butcher. We could always get more fish if we just go get a fishing, or make a fishing rod. Let's clean up our debris that we have on the ground. Gosh, we're too hungry. As much as I don't want to. We have debris over here. And we have a little more debris over here. That should eventually fix anything we have that bad. Alright, grab this cart, drag it over here. Throw that in there. Storage. Can't reach it from there. Alright, so from here, got this. We throw these in here, they'll get used up. Let's go ahead and go 40, and we're going to move those over to the wooden cart. It's probably the one up above. And we'll take them from that wooden cart and drop them in there. And we're at an hour and 8 minutes. I know I got some more dirt. There it is. Dig this up and we'll just stick it right here. I'll work on that ramp later. I'm just not going to do it right now because we're almost out of time on this episode. So, since we are at an hour and 10 minutes now, and we are working on that stuff, so now we're going to have to run up this ramp every time we want to get out. Now we just close that up. Next one will be to close this up once all of this finishes. Waiting on one more windmill. Waiting on dried fish as well. So we got 40 for that and 120 for that. So we got 160 dried fish left to get. So we might, I know what we're going to do. We're going to speed this up. Tool bench. Where's the... Oh, it's over at the fishery. So next episode, we're going to do some fishing. We want a... I guess it's not over here. I thought the fishing rod was there. Maybe it's over... It has to be on the tool bench. There it is, fishing pole. I missed it. So, let's make the fish pole. We need 10 wood to finish it up. And we don't have enough. So let's go find a tree that we can cut. All the crap up here that's near food that I don't want to deal with right now. How about this? Is this one? Yes. Gonna want to get this gone anyway because we want to take this plateau out. Yes, we got a very old growth there that we could go cut, and I didn't think about it. Alright, so 30 of this goes down here, and the other 10 goes here. Three minutes on that. Opened up another spot, so we come down here to our salads and make our 30 salads. Of course, we don't have any food in our belly. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go do some fishing to get more fish, to speed that up so we're not relying on just the traps anymore. We're going to probably do some more hunting so we can get up to level 7. Because we're going to want more scrap meat to make more lubricant. If we find more fur pelts, which come from the coyotes, the wolves, and yeah, we get coyotes and wolves, we get some more fur pelts. We can get some tallow that way. But we want to get to level 7 so we can get this, and then we'll get so much more meat out of carcasses. And then it'll then as well change this one because it is a dynamic value. So it would, instead of costing 1 raw meat to make 3, it would cost half a raw meat to make 3, which stretches our lubricant making. Tallow is affected, so it would go to 1 tallow per 4 lubricant. And if we get our campfire up, our render fat would go to 5 for every tallow instead of 10. You can see how it compounds greatly as you go get more and more of the higher modules in on spreading your materials a lot farther. You don't have to go out every single day like I've had to do to get resources to go as far as I have. So, I will see everyone in the next episode, and as always, enjoy your morning, your afternoon, your evening, wherever you happen to be.